Today I'm going to release the first of many videos. This is the way that I'm going to introduce myself and my ideas to the voters. Every week I will release 2 to 3 videos for your review. The table of contents is already on my website, so you can see that I am addressing many issues of concern. Let me start with a story. About 6 months ago, I was talking to a friend and I told him that I was intending to run for House District 32. And he replied, "I am a student of American politics and I know how you can win." So I said, "Really? Let me hear you out." He goes, "First, you have to demonize your opponent. Tell the voters that if this person is elected, they will do the bidding of Satan." I said, "Really?" And then he said, "Then you need to find a couple wealthy donors to fund your campaign. It is so much more efficient to have a few wealthy donors than to ask for $10 here and $10 there." And finally, whenever you're asked a question, respond in such a vague manner that down the line you can say, "I was always for the popular opinion," or conversely, "I was always against the unpopular one." So I thanked him for his advice and parted ways. This is how I'm going to run my campaign. First of all, I am not going to demonize my opponent. I will not impugn the integrity or intelligence of my competitor. I will clearly point out how we would solve problems in a different manner. Secondly, I am not asking anyone for money. Now you know I'm not a politician. If someone wants to give me money, I'll accept the gift. But I never want to be accused of voting for or against a piece of legislation as a way of thanking a wealthy contributor. And finally, when I'm asked a question, I will respond unambiguously so you will know precisely what my stand on an issue is. And you will also know why I believe what I believe. Perhaps this is a sign of my naivete, my wishful thinking. But I believe that East Tennesseans want a politician that will speak to them in a language that they understand, will accept the fact that not everything that they hear they will agree with, but use their critical faculties to understand where I am coming from. Look, I'm a physician. I do not play games with my patients. I tell them the truth, even if it is upsetting. And I will tell the truth to the voters, even if I know that it will be disconcerting to many of them. So I'm going to start by answering the first question that I believe is in all of your minds. Do I think I can win? I do. Even though I will be the first to admit that it is a long shot. Look, my friends, is this not the lesson we want to raise our children with? If we said to our children, only enter contests that you are assured of victory, what sort of adults would they become? What sort of achievements could they ever attain? What mountains would they ever scale? The question should not be, can this be done? The question should be, is this worth doing? And I believe that running for House District 32 is worth doing. My next post will give me an opportunity to introduce myself, tell you my background, my education, my professional achievements. My goal is simple. I want you to learn who I am, hear my ideas, get a sense of my character. I believe we need to stop fixating on political labels and use our critical faculties to decide whether that individual is someone who you can trust to represent your interests and fight to protect them. Will this approach work? In the next couple months, we will find out. If I lose, I will say that I have just not worked hard enough and time ran out. Thank you for your time today.